Let me start off by asking you guys, why do you like plants? Why do you buy plants? Why do you have them growing into your home? I have two reasons why I love plants. One is because they are visually appealing to me. I love the different colors. I love variegated leaves. I love the red backs. Y'all know I love different shades of hues in the plant. So it stimulates me visually. Another reason, you guys, is that I love the touch and texture of plants. So they are stimulating me also through my senses of touch. And that's what sparked this idea for this particular video, you guys. I'm going to share with you some plants that's in my collection that are stimulating my touch, my sense of touch. And I just want to share with you guys. So let's just dive right in. Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. My name is Pam, and from what you can see, you guys, today I'm going to share with you a few plants in my collection that I like buying, or I added in my collection solely because I was curious as far as the way that they touch and how they make me feel. So yeah, let me just start right in. I'm going to start off, I have a total of 6 plants here that I want to share and talk a little bit as to why I am in love with them because of the way that they are feeling. Start off with this Hoya. It's always a Hoya, right? But yeah, it is a Hoya. This Hoya petriculata. First of all, it's already a beautiful plant because it's just a natural green. But we're not really talking about the look of it. We're talking about the senses of touch. And when you touch it, you hear this? It's like a matte, smooth surface, but like cardboard. When it's well watered, it's very like stiff. But as you can see right now, I need to give it a drink. But I love the feel of it. It's just such a smooth texture. It's like, you hear that? ASMR type of thing. But a beautiful plant. I love the smoothness of this plant, and it makes me feel like I need to write something or scribble something down. So yeah, plant number 1. Another plant is actually this Alocasia Jacqueline. Very beautiful plant. Super excited to see it grow and inspire others or inspire me. But I love the feel. It has this very, like, for those of you that have the Jacqueline, you understand what I mean by it. But I really do. Not only does it give you the reptile look, but it's almost like a reptile feel. It's like a subtle roughness to the leaves that's very sensory to me, and I really love that. It's very beautiful too on the back, but that top is something about it. You know, you guys, real quick sidebar, you know, outside of looking at plants, I'm in my sunroom right now, and I am stimulated by my plants just from visual, but sometimes you actually are stimulated just by touch. Certain ones with scent, such as, you know, Hoya blooms. I love the aroma of certain Hoya blooms that really pique my interest as far as collecting certain plants. And I don't know, it's something about feel that really is very stimulating, and actually is quite relaxing, believe it or not. You feel certain things with certain touches. It kind of like you feel a sensation go through you, and it's very calming, very relaxing. So it's very soothing. It's I don't know, but y'all comment, let me know if you feel that way about touching certain plants, or if you need to say, Pam, shut up and just go get a room with some of my plants. You go ahead and do that too, but I'm sharing you my personal opinion with it or whatever. Moving on to the next plant. I had to bring this one because outside of the look of the plant and the grow pattern of the plant, I brought this plant also because of the feel. And this is the Monstera Peru. For obvious reasons, you guys. I mean, just look at that dimpleness in the leaves. You already know what you're about to feel before you touch it just by looking at it. Look at the texture. But I love that feel, that bumpiness of it. It's just a smooth bump, like it's like a sexy man's abs. I don't know if I can say that, but y'all know what I mean. It is. It is. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just love feeling it. It just feels so relaxing, so enjoyable, and it really makes you appreciate certain plants that's giving you extra joy outside of just the visual part of it. But the feel is just so nice, and it's just such a beautiful plant. This is the one I did from 2-leaf cutting, I think. And the 2 leaf since then has died off. And this is a whole new plant. And this has been taken off. It seems like it wants to climb something. You see that? It's kind of cool. These aerial roots. I'm telling you, it's loving life right now. And I'm not mad at it. It's a good size. Look at it as far as my hand. It's a very beautiful plant, but the dimples or roughness, or not really roughness, but the feel of the dimples is what I'm after when I touch this plant and look at it and enjoy it. This next one, you guys, is actually a peperomia. One of the peperomias that took me a while to add to my list. I've been wanting it for a while, y'all knew. But I just had it. I haven't had it for a year yet, but I really appreciate the softness. And y'all probably already know what I'm talking about. And that's my Peppera Inana. You guys, if you don't have one, this is amazing feel, texture plant. You get it all. With the stem look thick, but the stem itself is even like a fuzziness. It's just so soft, fuzzy, like, I don't know, like, man, nature is beautiful in its own way, because who would have thought that you actually can buy a plant that has this kind of soft texture, and also like you can feel all the fuzziness on not only just the top part of the leaf, but the bottom. The whole plant itself is so weird. I love that weird stuff. I love that weird stuff. I do. I mean, when it comes to plants, you guys, when it comes to plants, I love it because it just, I don't know, something about it. It's so beautiful. And the color green is also beautiful as well. But outside of it, pleasing you visually with that beautiful green, but the texture is just can't be beat. It just makes this particular plant stand out among all of the peperomias that you have in your collection. This is like one of my favorites as far as just sitting back and just touching the leaf, because you can really just admire the plant for what it is. And I need to give this plant some water too, because I wouldn't be able to do this if it was well watered. Next plant, which made a comeback. This is the one that died back and now it's coming back because of the weather. And this plant, you guys, this Asparagus Fern. I don't know. This is pleasing when you look at it. It looks like a fairy tale, a fairy dream. When you touch it, and I mean, you touch it and you close your eyes, it's almost like you barely can feel it. It's like a certain fluffiness to it, very light, very airy, very springy type of a feel. It's such a beautiful plant. And this thing, I tell you, it died back, but this thing is really jumping off. You see this? I mean, just feeling the underside of it, it's like tingling my entire hand. It's so weird, but it's just such a beautiful plant. And I love touching it. I love looking at it. I mean, look at it, guys. Just from the fluffiness alone, I was actually on the fence about getting this plant and debating for a long time, because I just didn't think I would be able to handle the care of this plant, because just the look of it alone, the feel of it, I just thought it was going to be a very drama plant, a fussy plant, but it really is not. The key to this plant, keeping it happy from what I've learned, is more or less light, but also just maintaining the moisture, making sure that you water this plant no long. You water the plant when the top soil starts to feel dry. You give it a nice drain, and I think that it's happy from that. But guys, it's just, oh man, don't you think? I think of winter. I think of pine tree type structure. I think of happy feels when I look at this plant. But when I feel it, I'm thinking of story time. I'm thinking of a healthy, happy childhood. It's a lot of things that I think about when I look at this plant. I'm just so glad I have it in my collection. Now this final plant, you guys, does it all for me. Again, you know, I bring it up colors, but I know this isn't colors off a field, but it just checks off all the boxes for me. It's a very simplistic, very simple plant, very common plant. I don't see it that often, but this is my final plant. Is, what is it? I don't even know which variety it is, but it's one of my aloes, you guys. And I love it. I love this aloe. It is absolutely gorgeous, you guys. And I love the firmness of it when it's well watered, such as this one. And the ripples on here, I don't know, can camera pick it up? It's very colorful, the edges, but it's very, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. It's like, it feels weird, but it's weird in a good way. It's like sharp enough for you to know that it's here, but not too sharp where it'd be like, oh, keep this plant away from kids as far as danger. But I think if you have your little ones around and you introduce the plant to them and give them that opportunity to touch it, that's what I would do. You know, don't just, I mean, my children are adults now, but if I had little ones, I would not put this plant down somewhere where they can reach it and hope for the best. You know, I think when you have plants like this, what I would do, children are curious, and one thing to do or sum up that curiosity is to bring it to them so that they already know what it feels like and they won't be tempted. That's what I would do. I would sit them down and talk to them a little bit about this plant and let them touch it. Like, assist them with touching it so that they know that these things are rough a little bit. But I love how it is rough. It's kind of remind me of a, I don't know, like a back scratcher. Like, this would be a good good back scratcher to get that itch out. But it's just growing so nicely. And like I said, the caveat to this plant to me is just that subtle color change that you see. Oh man, this is, dang. I really like this plant. So common. I've had it in my collection for, how long have I had you? 2 years, and I just bumped into, I was looking for something else, or just randomly looking in the plant selection at Lowe's, and at the time they didn't really have that best of a selection, so I really did not expect to find anything. But when I saw this, and like I said, it was just one too. I always come across like these one up type of situation, and it just gives me a key that my Heavenly Father said, this is the plant for you. So I always get those kind of plants. And that's what really drew me to it, was because of the edge on here. It's a little different outside of my traditional aloe plant that I have. I'm looking at it right now. It does have the jagged edges like aloes, but this one is extra sharp, you guys. But sharp in a good way, not really sharp in a dangerous way. And because of that touch of color, it's just, guys, if you find this plant, please get it. It's very easy care. And as you can see, it is growing kind of crazy. I don't know if you see the back of it. It's like more or less trying to grow out, or let me see the side of it. And it has really jumped out. I love the wildness. I put it outside every year. I'm going to actually put it outside when I finish this video. But I just love it, And I love all these plants that I've just shared with you guys today because of texture, and it gives me a calm sensation throughout my body. And that's what you need. That's the reason in this crazy, chaotic world that we are living in, you guys, we got to find our source of happiness and our source of peace. And to me, that's what I'm finding when I touch these plants. It's just stimulating me in a different way outside of just visual. So y'all comment below. I'm interested to know, do y'all have any plants in your collection that are stimulating your sense of touch? If so, share with me what they are. Which one is your favorite plant that you like touching every once in a while just to enhance your senses? I would like to know. But that's enough of me rambling on. If y'all hung out with me for this video, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so to show your support. It's free, you guys. Just hit the subscribe button. This ends this video. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, you love listening to planting things, definitely subscribe. I can't say it enough if you haven't. Push those thumbs up. Push them up. And that helps get my channel out there so that I can meet other beautiful planty people in this beautiful plant community. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. See you later.